Welcome back in. It's taken so long for the Saints to find that second coming of Pierre Thomas and Darren Sproles, but that guy right there, he thinks they have it in Alvin Kamara, right?
It just might happen. Another week, another impressive performance, I should say, by Saints rookie Alvin Kamara. My guy, you know that, Jim. Some have called him a Darren Sproles clone. Others have compared him to Pierre Thomas. Now, when I broke the tape down Sunday, I discovered Kamara is a little bit of both, but also has an extra skill completely unique to him.
Let's begin with his Darren Sproles-like skills. Sproles owned the option route out of the backfield, which is when a back gets past the line of scrimmage and reads the linebacker and has the option of going inside or outside based on the coverage. If you need a reminder, let's go back to Drew Brees' record-breaking touchdown pass against Atlanta in 2011. Brees takes the snap, Sproles gets into his route and reads Sean Weatherspoon's outside leverage, cuts inside, and catches the Brees pass for an easy touchdown. Flash forward to Sunday. Kamara is in a similar scenario against Kendall Beckwith, but this time he reads his inside position and cuts outside for an easy catch and 16-yard gain. It also happened against Quan Alexander. On the right side this time, again Kamara reads his inside leverage, breaks outside for another easy catch and an 11-yard gain. There was a time when Pierre Thomas was simply the best at executing the screen pass. It requires selling, patience, and timing. No one did it better than Thomas. Perfect example, 2013 against the Bears. Thomas sells that he's blocking, drifts into the flat, lets his blockers get out in front, and follows them into the end zone, shaking the one would-be tackler en route to the score. Let's look at Sunday for Kamara. Same scenario. He patiently lets defenders pass him up, slips out into the flat, catches the ball, follows his blockers, breaks an initial tackle, breaks another tackle, and rumbles into the end zone. What Kamara differs from both, though, is his running style. While Sproles was more sudden and Thomas was more slippery and strong, Kamara is smooth. There's an ease to the way he runs. On his second touchdown of the game, he hits the hole. Alexander has the angle to make the play, but Kamara, ever so subtly, makes a slight change of direction, causing Alexander to whiff on the tackle. Later in the game, on a toss, watch how hard Alexander is running to get him. He has the angle, but Kamara smoothly turns the corner right past him for another 17-yard gain. And finally, the hand on the ground trick is something solely unique to Kamara. He did it 3 different times Sunday. You saw the first 2. His first touch of the game, he should have been stopped for a short gain. Instead, his hand allowed him to spring forward for 8 additional yards. In the second quarter, he catches a screen and would have been stopped by Levante David for a short gain. But again, his hand springs him and moves him forward for another 13 yards. And finally, on his first touchdown, Kamara was in the grasp of Justin Evans. But as he's going to the ground, his hand essentially spun Evans off of him. That allowed him to jog into the end zone.
Through 8 games, Kamara is first in yards per carry on the team, first in touchdowns, second in rushing yards, second in total yards, second in receptions, and third in receiving yards. And get this, he's only played 40% of the total offensive snaps. That is bang for your buck for a third-round pick. As we just saw, there is nothing that kid can't do. I mean, he does it all as a running back.